What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're reviewing Survivor Series War Games 2025. Jumping into the first match, I did have some technical difficulties going into this match. It wasn't working for a little while, and then I got it working, and I saw some of it, and then it stopped working, and then I saw it, but I got a decent amount of it. Not a lot happened in the match, from my understanding. I just knocked something over. I just knocked Raquel and Cena over. But from what I heard, not much. I didn't miss much anyways. And the match, it was a good opener. It wasn't great. Charlotte and Asuka did start it off. They they went in circles until they both went at each other. They started attacking each other, going at it, going crazy. No weapons, nothing like that, but they were just trying to rip each other apart. Then more people came in. I believe the next person was Io, and then Becky came out after, which I found it very weird. I feel like Becky should have went last as well with AJ Lee, but it's whatever. But Becky came out, and Io came out with a trash can lid, and it was like, it wasn't one of those tin, like, WWE trash lids. No, it was like a real trash lid with Io Sky written over it. She did use it a little bit, and it was more just wrestling moves and stuff, not a lot of weapons, until Rhea Ripley came out wearing a Terrifier face mask. She brought in a trash can, and it went to Io Sky's lid. I believe it said Terrifier on it. She was wearing an Ark the Clown face mask because she broke her nose again. For those of you who don't know, she did break her nose again. And they were just going at it. Lash Legend was the last person in the match. I get it, she's new. They didn't know how she was going to be, so, it was a good move to have her last. A lot of 1-on-5 moments, like Rhea was surrounded by the heel team, and then Asuka was about to miss her. Charlotte tackled her out of the way. She missed Lash Legends. They were all focused on her. Io, there was a spot where, Io always does this. She puts the trash can over her head and jumps off, but before that, she climbed the cage, and AJ Lee was trying to give her the trash can. She was too short, so Rhea Ripley put her on her shoulders and she gave Io the trash can. This guy jumped on all of them except for Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch immediately tried to get out of there, tried to escape, forfeit the match, till Charlotte Flair got her. Alexa Bliss punched her, and Rhea hit her with the Riptide, which brought her into the Black Widow by AJ Lee, and she tapped out. So Rhea's team wins War Games. Jumping into the next match, it was John Cena versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Man, do I have a lot to say about the ending of this. I will share my thoughts after I go over the match. They were going at it, going crazy, doing regular wrestling moves, and a little bit of flips until they got onto the outside. Dominic jumped at Cena, tried to do a Hurricane Rana, and Cena powerbombed him, and Dominic made sure he landed on his shoulder. So then he faked a shoulder injury, which allowed Roxanne and Raquel to hit him with a Tahana bomb and a Pop Rocks. And right after that, Roxanne put him in the 619 position, and immediately Dominic got up, hit him with a 619, and went for the cover, but the ref yelled at him. They said, "We're not counting it. No, I'm not counting it because you faked an injury." He kicked Roxanne and Raquel out of there, and Dominic had to fend for himself again. They were going at it a little more, and I mean very little, because again, the ref, or Dominic, found a way to get rid of the ref. Cena was doing his shoulder tackles. Dominic moved out of the way. He shoulder tackled the referee. Cena shoulder tackled the referee. And Dominic instantly got help with Finn Balor and JD McDonough. They came running down with the music on and tried to get Cena out. He ended up hitting them both with a double AA, and he survived that until the ref is still down, but you hear Liv Morgan's music. She comes down the ramp running, then slaps Dominic, hugs Cena, holds him tight, and then pulls a Cena heel turn, made the face, kicked him in the balls. Dominic hit him with a 619 and a frog splash and Liv Morgan hit him with the title as well. And Dominic became your new Intercontinental Champion. They should have waited to have Liv Morgan return at the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, and go to WrestleMania. I don't think this was the best time. I think the Judgment Day needs to be disbanded. Maybe Raquel and Roxanne can stay together, but Liv needs to find herself again. Finn really needs to find himself again. Maybe him and JD could be together, sort of, but I feel like JD and Dominic would be a better pair. Dominic, I don't think, is ready for that higher power. Will never be ready for the higher power if we don't see him by himself. We need to see what he can do as a mid-card champion by himself. And now he's going to have help over and over again. I don't think that's good. Because his last run, he cheated, and the one time he couldn't cheat and didn't have help was against John Cena, and Dominic lost. So this is just proving that Dominic can't fend for himself. But that's just my feeling. Am I happy Liv Morgan is back? Absolutely. I'm a huge Liv Morgan fan. I'm absolutely happy she's back. Do I think it was the right time? No, I do not. Jumping to the next match, I don't have either of their figures. I would have taken Brie Bella out, but there was no need, as the match was like 10 minutes long, and it was kind of like almost a squash match, pretty much. Nikki Bella attacked Stephanie Valkyrie before the match even began. It was great. She jumped her. She was attacking her. She was not letting her win. And then Stephanie Valkyrie got the upper hand, hit a devil's kiss on the announce table, threw her in the ring, hit a corkscrew, and retained the title. That was it, basically. It's basically like they went back and forth, but it was mainly just Nikki. Then she made one tiny mistake. Stephanie Valkyrie took advantage, hit a devil's kiss on the announce table, threw her in the ring, corkscrew, 1, 2, 3. I was really hoping they would do something more. I'm not asking Nikki for Nikki to win. But why do a match? Why have a match if that's what you were gonna do? It was a waste of time. Jumping into the main event, it was the men's War Games match. And before I get into it, I did forget to mention at the beginning of the video, there were no shark cages. So all of the entrances, all the entries were a surprise. So whoever's music hit and they came out first, started the match. So in this case, it was CM Punk and Braun Breaker. I don't have everyone set up. I did have a lot of figures out here, but I didn't set them up because small ring, not a lot of space, and if I didn't need to, I was gonna set them up minus the Cena stuff because Cena's final PLE and I love Cena, so I'm a huge Cena fan. Who isn't? But yeah, CM Punk and Braun Breaker started off the match. They were pretty crazy. They were going pretty crazy. And one thing I noticed about it, though, is as soon as Punk got ahead of himself and like finally was able to attack Breaker and get him down, someone would come in from Breaker's team. I believe Logan Paul was the next entry. Yeah. Well, no, Drew McIntyre was the next entrant. And then the numbers game happened. They started attacking Punk. Punk was down. He finally got the advantage. Or, no, he didn't get the advantage. He fought, and then once the numbers got to him, Cody came down. And then when Cody and Punk finally got the advantage on Drew and Breaker, Logan came down. And it was like, they kept doing that, and it was just boring after a while. They eventually stopped after Jay came out, which Jay, the only reason they didn't do it with Jay is because he did a full encore of the yeeting. He went to the top of the cage, hit his music again. They started yeeting, and I have never been happier to see Brock Lesnar as he interrupted it and came down to the ring. Suplex everyone. Like, one suplex to everyone. Belly to back suplex to everyone. F5 to every single person. Well, on the opposite team. And then he even used the chair. Roman Reigns came down though, and Brock left the cage as the match hasn't started yet, so he was allowed to. They started brawling at the entrance ramp. Then Roman hit a Superman punch, 3 Superman punches to Lesnar. He was by the announce table. He went to hit a 4th one, but Brock put him through the table, then threw him in the cage. The match officially begun. Then he used the chair, started attacking everyone. It was really cool. Different side of Brock Lesnar. And he even got put through the table as he was about to F5 Jey Uso, which I'm so happy because I've been doing that spot for years in setups and everything. Oh, I was so happy to see it. So I had to set it up. He went through the table. And in the end, Punk was about to win it for his team when this mystery man came out of nowhere, distracted Punk, hit him with a super kick and a curb stomp, and left the cage immediately, leaving Braun Breaker to hit his recoil spear on CM Punk for the win. And now, they didn't reveal who it was, but I got a feeling it's Austin Theory. The Vision won thanks to this, I'm going to say, Austin Theory. and Braun Breaker was able to take advantage. That's going to be for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.